My teacher voice, since I don't know, there's honestly no on button, so I'm not just missing that. Welcome to our first fifth grade concert of the year. This is my first concert since December of 2019, so I'm pretty excited tonight too. I feel like it's almost like my first concert too. So we're pretty excited about that. I normally do not sit when I conduct, and if you have older students that have had me as you know that I dance around a lot, so you may be a little disappointed. I fractured a bone in my foot, so I'm not supposed to be standing on it. So yeah, that's why I'm sitting. I normally don't do that, but so I don't want to get started until it's exactly 6 o'clock because they're going to be recording us, and I know he's got it set on a timer. Probably won't, I don't want them to miss anything that we're going to play. So I guess I'll say something about the summer lesson program while I have some time. I was going to say that later, but I think we can say it now. Something really exciting that we have for these students that we haven't ever had before is usually we have a summer lesson program for the beginners, those kids going into 5th grade. Unfortunately, these guys didn't get that last year because of COVID. But because of that, I've been given the permission to have some lessons for these guys also. They June, so that they can maybe get a little bit farther in the book and maybe get caught up a little bit more. So those are going to be offered in June on Wednesdays, and I'll be sending something out about that pretty soon, so you can let me know if you're interested in doing those lessons. They don't cost anything for you. There'll be a half-hour lesson, and I can put, I can have it be one kid at a time or a couple kids together. What I usually like to do with those is do something out of the lesson book and then do something fun. So, but just to keep them playing more than anything. And I know some of them want to keep going and they want to get that black belt. So we'll keep working on that. Okay, it is 6:01 now, so I think we can go ahead and start today's concert. We're going to start off with playing our white belt songs. The first song we're going to play, I'm kind of excited about this. As an elementary band teacher, you get to hear hot cross buns more than you ever want to hear hot cross buns. So I actually switched to a new book this year, and the first song for the kids was not hot cross buns. It was this song, Cuckoo, which is a German folk song. in karate, this is banned. So we can have whatever colors we want. So the next three are in your program, and you'll probably recognize. Our next song uses some audience participation, and you'll know what to do. just a whole lot of, I mean, it's not the same number as the karate belts if you know karate belts. I just, as many colors as I could find, we have belts. Most of the students on this stage have earned their white and their lime green belt. So I just want to acknowledge the students who have gone a little farther and have earned belts beyond that. So I'd like all the students that have earned their yellow belt to please stand and be acknowledged. Okay, all students who have earned their teal belt, please stand and be acknowledged. With each other. I love it. They have earned the orange, the green, and the blue belts. So let's have that. That is Ian and Kale. So let's have them. Let's give them a hand. And lastly, Kale has also earned his purple and his red. And today he finished the 5th grade book. So I'm pretty proud of him because he kind of got a late start. Normally we start in the summer. So we don't usually have that many kids finish the book by the end of the year. He finished it, and I'm super proud of him. So let's give him a round. All right, our last piece that we're going to play tonight is called Popcorn Prelude. Somebody asked me today, so how are we doing compared to some of the other groups? And I said, well, it's hard to say because it's just different. I mean, we usually do Power Rock on the first concert, which is usually in October. But this song that we're going to do is usually one that we do at the end of the year. So they're ready to do this stuff here at the end of the year too. This group has been absolutely fantastic, and I want to thank you as parents for raising such awesome kids. They have been attentive in every rehearsal. We've made progress in every rehearsal. This year, I'm going to be honest, has been the hardest of my 24 years teaching. And not just because of the COVID thing, there's been, some issues. My parents are real sick and all that sort of stuff, so not that you need to know that. But these guys have made me want to get up and come to school every day. They are so much fun to work with. They make so much progress every time, and I can't wait to have them as 6th graders next year. So you should be very, very proud of them. Okay, and I have no idea why they named this last piece Popcorn Prelude. Maybe you can read it. and I would really appreciate that. Thank you very much for coming tonight. It's wonderful to see so many people here, and I look forward to seeing you again next year.